Red button means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. Growing up, my dad used to put Ali posters in my room, tell me these almost mythical stories of fights of Mayweather and Tyson. I used to think boxing was like one of the biggest sports ever. And when it was my turn to finally experience the riches of the sport, you know what I get? Jake freaking Paul, a YouTuber trying to prove to the world that he is some professional boxer. But as each fight goes on, he looks more and more like a gimmick. And the fact today that he is the face of boxing is maybe one of the biggest embarrassments in the history of that sport. And I got to ask, I know he's not listening, but to Jake, did that feel good on Friday night? Did it, Jake? To dangle that big Netflix money in front of that old man so he can get up off his couch, get in that ring, and you can beat him down. So on the top rope, you can yell to the world, I just defeated the legendary Mike Tyson. Did that feel good? Because trust me when I say this, I can guarantee you that not a single person on this planet, other than your brother like Logan Paul and maybe some members of Team 10 if they're still around, takes you seriously as a professional fighter. Not a single one. Because we can all see your resume. It's on the internet. That does not look like a professional resume. Content creators and athletes this close to being on Medicare is not a professional resume. It's not. Oh, congratulations. What is he? 11-1, 12-1 today? You knocked out 5'8" basketball player Nate Robinson. You beat a bunch of 40-year-old UFC guys who do not know how to box. And a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Congratulations. Where's the actual boxer in his prime? Where is he at? The up-and-coming boxer who only takes boxing seriously and wants to defeat you really bad and doesn't want to do it for a payday. I don't see one. The closest person to your age and your shape who takes boxing seriously was Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy, and he lost. Speaks volumes. Now, I do want to give some respect to Jake Paul in a ways that to go from Disney Channel star, YouTuber, Viner, I grew up with Jake Paul as like a king on social media, so I know a lot about him. For him to go in the boxing ring and actually put on the gloves and take some licks, as a man, I have to respect him for that. That's a big thing to do. And to get in the ring with Mike Tyson, yes, he's 58. I wouldn't fight Iron Mike Tyson until he's 90 years old in a wheelchair. I seriously won't. I'm scared of that man off aura alone. And for Jake to get in a ring with him, say if it's rigged or not, I got to respect him. And he's actually not as bad as a boxer as some people make him out to me. He's good. He has some good fundamentals, some good jabs, some good footwork. He's just not world class, not at all, not close. And he also isn't fighting anybody, but he also isn't horrible. And he's a big draw. What was it? 60 million people watched that on Netflix. If you saw it, and Netflix wasn't buffering, of course, but he made like $40 million. He's a big, big draw. But Tyson couldn't move last night. He couldn't. And that's who you're fighting. The man is 58 years old. I think it's like the biggest age difference in a professional fight ever. 31 years. You know the last time Mike Tyson fought a title fight? I wasn't even alive. Including this fight, he's fought 3 professional fights in my lifetime. That's who he's fighting. Like you can tell, like after round 2, Tyson had nothing left. He probably wasted all of his energy on the walkout. And even that was slow. Tyson spent more time adjusting his mouthpiece than throwing jabs at Jake Paul. And like, bro, again, if you could see it and if Netflix wasn't buffering, what a disaster Netflix was. I had to watch an illegal stream, not trying to get myself arrested over here. Illegal stream worked a lot better than Netflix on Friday night. But you can tell like after like round 3 or 4, Jake Paul was taking it easy. I thought in like the 4th round, he was really holding his hook back. It could have slumped Mike Tyson right then and there on the mat, but did out of respect because he's a legend and 58 years old. But once again, America got played by a sucker for Jake Paul. They did. Another fight for Jake Paul where it's just a hard watch. He's fighting someone who's 40 years old who nearly doesn't take boxing as seriously as he does, not in his prime, not in his age, not in his physical shape. I mean, Tyson could have died in the summer. He said that. The man's 58, and that's who Jake Paul is fighting. Again, I think Jake Paul is actually not that bad of a boxer, and he keeps getting better. But until he fights someone his age, around his physical prime shape, and takes boxing nearly as seriously as he does, not some content creator, some old man, or some UFC guy, no one's going to take him seriously. Like, what is Jake Paul trying to prove? Now, if he's just trying to prove that he is a big draw, one of the biggest stars in sports, he is that. That's accomplished. I'm not going to doubt that. He is one of the biggest draws in sports. But if he's trying to prove to the world that he is some professional fighter, and he wants to be taken seriously in the sport as one, you got to start fighting people around your age, in your shape, who take boxing near as seriously as you do. Because Nate Robinson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and a bunch of Ben Askren, a bunch of UFC guys who are 40 who don't box, that's not a serious resume. It's not. But to fight a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, did that really feel good? Did it? What did you prove to yourself? That you beat Iron Mike? He's 58, champ. But I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social medias to stay updated on all things related to the show. Till next time, see you.